Hello, my name is Maciej Laskowski, I'm from Lublin University of Technology, and today we're gonna talk about building a heuristic evaluation checklist. Here's the agenda. At first, we will talk what are the heuristics, what's the definition. Then, we're gonna discuss Nielsen-Molich heuristics, and then we'll try to build our own checklist of heuristics for evaluation of the usability. What are the heuristics? Heuristic, from Greek, find or discover, refers to experience-based techniques from problem-solving, learning, and discovery that give a solution which is not guaranteed to be optimal. Where the exhaustive search is impractical, heuristic methods are used to speed up the process of finding a satisfactory solution via mental shortcuts to ease the cognitive load of making a decision. In more precise terms, heuristics are strategies using readily accessible, though loosely applicable, information to control problem solving in human beings and machines. In 1990, Jacob Nielsen and Rolf Molich developed the heuristic for heuristic evaluation. The original list was refined based on factor analysis of 249 usability problems to derive a set of heuristics with maximum explanatory power. Here's the revised list of Nielsen-Molich heuristics. Visibility of system status, match between system and the real world, user control and freedom, consistency and standards, error prevention, recognition rather than recall, flexibility and efficiency of use, aesthetic and minimalist design, help users recognize, diagnose and recover from errors, help and documentation. Now we'll try to take a closer look on each of those heuristics. Visibility of system status. The system should always keep users informed about what is going on through appropriate feedback within a reasonable time. Match between system and the real world. The system should speak the user's language with words, phrases and concepts familiar to the user, rather than system-oriented terms. Follow real-world conventions, making information appear in a natural and logical order. User control and freedom. Users often choose system functions by mistake and will need a clearly marked emergency exit to leave the unwanted state without having to go through an extended dialogue. Support undo and redo. Consistency and standards. Users should not have to wonder whether different words, situation or actions mean the same thing. Follow platform conventions. Error prevention. Even better than good error messages is a careful design which prevents a problem from occurring in the first place. Either eliminate error-prone conditions or check for them and present users with a confirmation option before they commit to the action. Recognition rather than recall. Minimize the user's memory load by making objects, actions and options visible. The user should not have to remember information from one part of the dialogue to another. Instructions for use of the system should be visible or easily retrievable whenever appropriate. Flexibility and the efficiency of use. Accelerators, unseen by the novice user, may often speed up the interaction for expert users such that the system can cater to both unexperienced and experienced users. Allow user to tailor frequent actions. Aesthetic and minimalist design. Dialogues should not contain information which is irrelevant or rarely needed. Every extra unit of information in the dialogue competes with the relevant units of information and diminishes their relative visibility. Help users recognize, diagnose or recover from errors. Error messages should be expressed in plain language, no codes, precisely indicate the problem and constructively suggest a solution. Help and documentation. Even though it is better if the system can be used without documentation, it may be necessary to prove help and documentation. Any such information should be easy to search, focused on the user task, list concrete steps to be carried out, and not be too large. The aforementioned 10 heuristics are considered to be the most general principles for interaction design. But since they are heuristics, it means that they are more in the nature of rules of thumb than specific usability guidelines. This means that researchers can create their own list of heuristics or extend the existing one in order to meet their needs. Here's an example of building extended heuristic checklist. We add 6 more heuristics to the list. Layout correctness, versatility, visual hierarchy, minimization of information noise, clear navigation, and inuksuk. Layout correctness. Layout should be displayed correctly no matter which resolution is used by the user. Versatility. The web application should be working correctly no matter what operating system or browser is used by the user. Visual hierarchy. Important elements of the layout, such as links, menu elements, keywords, etc., should be exposed in a clear, visible way. The layout should have a well-defined focal point. Minimization of information noise. Swackhammer compared visiting a website to reading a billboard while driving 60 miles per hour. If the most important elements of the websites are not noticeable at the first glance, it is highly probable that they will be ignored by user. Clear navigation. Application menu should always be present, allowing user to locate where he is and where he'd like to go. Inuksuk. Inuksuk is a stone landmark or cairn built by humans using the Arctic region of North America. Inuksuk is present on the picture on the right. The Inuksuk may have been used for navigation as a point of reference, as a marker for travel routes, fishing places, camps, or to mark a food cache. While designing an interface, you should think of elements which will serve as an Inuksuk, which will either allow the user to locate where he is or where he is going to, or to share experience of users who visited the same place previously. Thank you for your attention.